Anyway, we're cutting down past the lacrimal gland now. That's the tear duct. I've got this down. I use my bird's beak knife, and what you do is you just keep pecking away at that and get that in there. And you can see that's about an inch deep in there, and you have a heck of a big tear duct there. And you get that all out of there. That way you'll have something to tuck back in there when you get ready to mount this baby up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn him over. My cat's kind of hungry, it looks like. But anyway, I'm going to turn him over. And what we'll do is we'll get this other side of him done. You can see the shop. This is a working shop here. We do about anything here. We mount about anything. And that's just the way it is. I like to mount different types of stuff. A lot of guys are specializing in whitetail, but man, I like it when somebody brings an elk in. It's really nice. But anyway, I'm getting down around the eye here, and you can see a lot of fatty stuff around the eye, and you just keep pecking away at it. Yeah, force that hide down there. Get a little stretch in there, and then you can see where you need to cut. There you go. Now I'm through the eye. I got the eyelid here, and I'm going to go into this tear duct area, and you'll be surprised how deep that is. I could never get them out with a screwdriver. Some guys can, but I can't. But anyway, what I need to do is I need to force this hide down here. And the way he was rolled up, it's kind of frozen, so it's hard to work with. And I'll get it down here enough so we can work on it. But anyway, we'll get this tear duct out of here. And if you cut it a little bit like I just did, so what? It'll tuck in there real nice. There isn't anything a taxidermist can't hardly fix. But anyway, there's that tear duct out of there. Right like that. It's just that easy, but look how big that tear duct is. It's just huge. And you need this skin here. You want to make sure you don't cut that off. We need that to put back in there when we get our form. So here we are. We're sitting here with this elk about skinned out. We're getting down to the nose and the mouth. I'm going to turn him over a little bit, see what kind of work I can do on the bottom here. And you can see how this hide is kind of stretching away. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep skinning that baby down. Let the hide do a little bit of the work for me, which is alright. We'll just go ahead and just keep going. But anyway, you can see that hide stretching there. I'll just keep going, working along. This is one of those projects that you wonder if you're ever going to make any money on them, because you do end up putting a lot of time in them, skinning them, fleshing them. What we're going to do when we get done here, getting him off of here, is we're going to go ahead and get him ready for salting. I'll show you how to do that. It's not bad. It's just like a deer, just a little larger scale. And when you're trying to do something for video, it's a lot harder because you're trying to get the shots, and you got to kind of work around yourself and around the animal and stuff like that. It's not really as clumsy as I'm making it appear, because for that reason that I just told you. I got to try to get the angle for the camera shot and everything else. So when you go to do this yourself, you're going to say, hey, that's not all that bad. But man, they're a big animal. I don't know what this beast weighed in at, but he was a darn nice one. So, you know, you start doing these types of animals, and good. They're good money makers for you. You enjoy working on them. You got to enjoy this type of work to get in here and say, hey, somebody says, well, what did you do today? Well, let's see. I skinned out an elk head and got it ready to get tanning. And other than that, I had a pretty good day. What'd you do? Oh, I sat at my desk, wrote on the computer a little bit. Did a little bit of this, a little bit of that. What I'm doing here is I'm cutting through the side of the mouth. And that'll help me pull that down. If you get too close to the corner, you'll cut into the mouth itself, the corner of the mouth. And we don't want that. Let's see how that goes. They got some big muscles that go down along the edge of the face here. I'm going to try to get this hide back, and we'll move her back. You can see that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try to get the rest of this hide up on the table, and then I can maybe work around this a little bit more. But you can see I'm stretching this hide right here. And I want to get down over the nose. This is and like I say, it's not as bad as if you're going to do that. If you're not making a video, it's not bad at all. But like I said, I got to try to get the angles right and hope that you can see what I'm doing for starters. And I'm going to turn this sideways a little bit. That way you can see me working on the mouth. And like I say, you don't have to worry about that if you're not doing it for video. And here we go. We're going to go up the mouth here. Grab my other knife. I got two knives ready to go all the time. Especially on an animal this size, or like a buffalo. You just have to have more than one knife. Now, cow elk have ivory, or bull elk have ivory, so do cow elks. What we want to do is we want to save these ivories for the guy too. He was asking about them. I said, sure. That's part of the job. Now, some guys will turn this around and cut from the inside, but I like cutting like this. I think it's just as easy. And now you can see, I'm going to come down this side. You might be able to see just a little bit better. But we're going to go ahead. We got a little stretch on there. We're going to cut through this nose cartilage right here. And just keep, that way we got it cut straight down. Now we're going to cut this lip loose. Follow right up along the side of the jaw. Right past that ivory. And you won't cut anything else. They're a tough animal. And then we have his nose done. What we're going to do is we're going to just go around here with the knife and do his bottom. We got the bottom here. Get a little tongue out of the way. I'd be in good shape, wouldn't I? There we go. And like I say, we're so close to being done here with this guy that it's pathetic. There we go. Now when you cut the skull plate off, what you'll do is you'll cut it right here. Right about like so. And then right behind the eye socket. And then come in from the back right here. Right like so. Right like so. I use the Sawzall. It works awfully nice. When I get that off, I'll show you. I'm going to get my Sawzall out now. And I'm going to get that going. And when I get back, I'll show you what it looks like when we're cut off.